spiritual awakening part 2 that no one talk about. Integration of the higher self. What is that? It is something that you never know. It is talked about, but the level that I know right now, I'm going to tell you, is that your higher self also evolves. Okay? The more you evolve, the higher self or your future self will also evolve. Okay? And I don't think people talk about that, the evolution of your higher self. My higher self told me about it. And also your higher self, once your higher self evolves something, the more your higher self will evolve, because the more you progress yourself or the more you claim what is yours, claim or knowing all the details, not really all, but your fragments, the more you keep on pulling your fragments of you, you get to your essence, okay? And the essence is how are formed in this world. Not in this world, but source. Not in this planet, but where you're coming from. What was your origin? And what is your sound? This is not many. Not many are go through with this, because half of the initiation or half of the awakening is really a thing with the mind. And the part 2 of this, knowing your essence, your origin, your sound, your soul map, your soul, your soul mission, and even your soul mission evolves dimension after dimension. So, I mean, that this is how my higher self told me, that a portion of my journey, yes, I have a voice, a name, and I asked, who's my higher self? In the beginning, it was Sarah. Okay, Sarah. So Sarah, in the beginning of my journey, is in my head, okay? It's like, oh, I think this is Sarah, every time it's it. And I think it was somewhere around my 5th month. Wait. Yeah, 5th month. I felt my higher self, or Sarah, was gone. Okay? Like, oh, she's gone. Why she's gone? Now I got goosebumps now. I know, right? All right, so what is this all about? When you feel that it's gone, it means you integrated it. Because as I said in the beginning, your higher self evolved. Okay? So Sarah evolved and it already integrated in me. So meaning I know something that Sarah that knows, and now I'm going on another level, which in the scope of a stair, if you want to look at the stair, so Sarah is here, then there's another higher self coming through. And this integration of this new higher self of yours requires a frequency upgrade. And so you will be purging again in another level. Okay. So what will happen with this stage? You will face like your deepest secrets, or I think also your trauma, okay, right? But there is something in your traumas and your secrets that you forgot to remember because of heavily programming, right? Heavy programming, and throughout your life, you simply just forgot about it. So this really would twist your mind again, like, where I'm going to go through this again, or you're going to fall back to sleep, because I went through this. I really wanted to give up. because it's the twist of the mind, right? And I can feel them. I can see them. Not really so vividly, not vividly, but I can know that they're watching, okay? It's a thing they're watching because they don't want you to evolve. They don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to, yeah. In the beginning, I can feel it here in my field, like in my aura, like this, like I feel like dark. When I feel it's dark, it's like I can sense that my external will be chaotic. Like, so me and my husband will have conflict, my son will have conflict, or something is going on in the background. Like, why is this all about? And then that's how I decipher my external. Like, oh, they're using it, through. I hope you can hear that stomach yet. Yeah, so this is truth. That's why it's confirming. My body is confirming. They will use people that you know to question your mind, to question your belief, to question your trust, to question your faith, everything. Because I did broke down with this thing. This is my second initiation, right? When my higher self elevated and I integrated it, and I'm going through that stage where, the stage where you're evolving and your higher self also is evolving. And so in this stage, you are not going to know anything. Like, it's like you are not confused, but it's like you don't know. It's like, where's my higher self now? Like, where I come, I don't have any downloads. Like, there's no connection. Something. It's like you lost something, but actually, this is where you have to, like, all your tools, your whatever that can help you, and that you have forces that can protect you and help you, right? Not only your higher self, but that there is something that can help you, or yet you feel that there is something. So you are going to use all this in the background. Like, if you, like, for me, example, my husband and I have, how can I make this neutral scenario to feel better, or make this scenario better. So I learn how to, okay, and then I have to pause and break, and like, just the pause alone can neutralize the emotions or the chaos in what's going on. And you will learn how to say no. No, this is not what I want. It's like you are reprogramming the actual scenario. Okay, rather than you try to project, like, in the morning, like, oh, I want this and that. But this, no. It's like you lost that thing. It's like everything is like, oh, how come it's not working anymore? This will happen, right? So, because you're going to face it, like, how are you going to put out the warrior in you? How can you face it with this scenario, right? Or with mine, and my income drop, like, I get tense, like, oh my god, I don't know how to do with this thing. I mean, I'm relying on this, right? So I have to process this, like, this is a part of the thing, that I have to learn how to maneuver the feelings, the emotions, and my actions. How can I, master it? Not really master it, because we're all relearning here. So, yeah. So this is how part 2 of the spiritual awakening. No one talks about that your higher self will evolve. The more you, human being, as part of ourselves, will evolve, the higher self will also evolve. Okay, so this is part 2 that no one really talk about, the evolution of your higher self. That's it. Love you. Bye.